Welcome to your Uncle of Football podcast, where we talk all things African football. Just give me a bit of a time. In case you haven't subscribed, this is a new channel. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment. Anything you think we need to improve, you are free to share with me. Just give me a bit of a time. First of all, we start in South Africa. It was a week of joy, a week of positive mood. Everything was going on well in South Africa just because of Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs, they won the Nedbank final. In my previous video, I said Kaizer Chiefs, they need to win. Just for the good of the game, just for South African football or South African public to enjoy. You saw the mood around the country, social media, everywhere. Even now, it's a week after the final, but still, people are in a positive mood. People are happy that Chiefs, they won. They won the match 2-1, courtesy of Serino and Matt. Then the consolation goal from Orlando Pirates, it came from their number 9 striker, Evidence Mahopa. It was a week which Sundowns also won the league with 17 points with 3 games in hand. But it's not the same. Sundowns winning the league because everyone is used to Sundowns is going to win the league, whatever happens. But the win of Kaizer Chiefs was something special. Also, Rivero, the coach of Orlando Pirates, they announced that the coach is going. It was the worst kept secret. There's this rumor that he's going to Ali. He's going to be coaching them in the FIFA Club World Cup. So the chairman, Dr. Ivan Koza, announced that they knew about the coach going, but they had to keep it a secret just for these couple of matches or just to finish the final. So Rivero is going with immediate effect, and the assistant is going to take over the remaining games. He did well. He bring happiness to the Buccaneers. He bring trophies to the Buccaneers. So we can say farewell to him, wish him luck when he go to Egypt. Then again, Bafana. You know that this story about TAIWO Awoniyi, he played 2 matches. He got a yellow card in another match, then he got a yellow card in the other match. So when they played against Lesotho, according to rules, he's supposed to be suspended or something, but he played the game against Lesotho. So it took time for Lesotho to notice that this is an issue. But according to the rules of FIFA and everything, you are supposed to notify them 48 hours after, within the first 48 hours of the match, after the match, you are supposed to notify them. But Lesotho didn't do that. I believe it was Nigeria who came up with that issue that South Africa did this in the World Cup qualifiers. So I don't know. That story is still up for grabs. The points might be deducted. I don't know. It needs people who know the law. If you are someone who understands the law or who understands the rules, which rules are working? Are we using the CAF rules? Are we using the FIFA rules? Which rules are working here? And do Lesotho have a case, or even Nigeria? Because we know Nigeria is pushing so that South Africa had deducted 3 points. If South Africa had deducted 3 points, it means it leaves the group wide open. I don't know. What do you think about that, guys? Then we go to the CAF Under-20. South Africa versus Nigeria. South Africa won 1-0. Morocco versus Egypt. Morocco won the match 1-0. So it's a final. It's going to be today, Sunday. When I'm recording late, like early Sunday. So it depends when you're going to see this match. Maybe this video, you're going to see it after the final or before. I don't know. It's up to you. It depends where you are. So it's now a final between South Africa and Morocco. My money is on Morocco. Morocco have been doing well in all this junior. Although I'm staying in South Africa, I believe Morocco are stronger. But it will be good for South Africa to win it, just to bring the trophy down to Southern Africa. Then on the 3rd and 4th playoff, which is again Egypt and Nigeria, I believe Egypt will do well. I don't know. What's your take, guys? And these 4 teams, South Africa, Morocco, Nigeria, Egypt, all of them, they've qualified for the World Cup under 20 in Chile, which is going to happen later this year. Then the COSAFA Cup, which is a tournament which is played by Southern African countries, and they usually every year they've got a host. We've seen the likes of Senegal, and this year they've decided to invite Morocco. As you know, everything is happening in Morocco in terms of football development, in terms of soccer in general. Morocco is leading the way, so they've decided to call Morocco as the guest. The matches will be played between the 4th and 15th of June in South Africa. As you know, South Africa, with their stadiums and beautiful infrastructure, most of the things are hosted in South Africa. We say thank you to the South African people, to the South African government, even to the Football Association for agreeing to host this tournament, which is going to be played in Bloemfontein. Then, a bit of news around the world. Hakimi, the PSG right back, he won African Footballer of the Year in France 2024 to 25 season. Tony Pulis, the former West Brom coach, he has been coaching around in England. This week he has visited Zamalek. There's a talk of him being the director of football at the Egyptian Giants. I don't know, guys, what do you think about that? But I think it's a good move. We need all these voices in African football. By bringing all these guys, we've done it in Europe, we've done it in England. It helps the African football in general to improve. I don't know, what do you say about that? Then Eritrea. Eritrea is now returned to international football. They're returning to international football after a 5-year absence. There's different issues which made them to be absent from international football, but they are now returning to the international football, and they are hosting a 3-country tournament which will be hosted between the 24th of May until the 31st of May, which is going to be hosted in Asmara. I don't know what to say about that one again. Then we go to England. There's the forward, the Nigerian striker who plays for Nottingham Forest, TAIWO Awoniyi. He got injured when he was playing and he collided with the post. But for him to wanting to keep his place in the Forest lineup, he insisted on playing. Even the medical staff, they insisted on playing him. But without some few minutes, they had to substitute him. We saw after the match, the owner of Nottingham Forest going into the ground, shouting the coach. Some say it was not good, some say it's a passion. But we could understand where he's coming from. Because him is shocked. Why would you let a player who's injured to play on? Then you end up finishing the match with 10 men. And you know, for Forest, they want to qualify for the Champions League. I don't know, guys. What do you say? Was it good what the coach did, the owner of Nottingham Forest, to go and shout the coach in the field? Was it good what the medical team did to let this guy to play? After playing, then the injury got worse. And we heard that this guy was successful in his surgery, but he had to be induced into a coma. Imagine, guys, just for a few negligence, he has to go through a coma to ease his pain. It must be difficult. I'm sure he was in such pain. You can tell me what do you think about this? But they posted, the surgery was okay, everything was well. We just wait for the recovery of the in Nigerian international. Then we go to Zimbabwe. The Glamour Boys, Dynamos Dembari, the big team in Zimbabwe. We know of Dynamos, we know of Highlanders, we know of Caps United. Dynamos are not doing well. Only Highlanders is doing well in the Premier League in terms of the traditional big three. Dynamos is not doing well. The fans, they've agreed to boycott the matches until further notice. They've got what they call chapters, Bulawayo chapter, Harare chapter, Norton chapter, whatever you call it. They've agreed to abandon the matches, to meet in certain areas, in certain venues, to discuss what needs to be done about the club. Is it a good thing? We need the traditional powerhouses to do well. Like what I said in South Africa, we need Chiefs to do well. We need Simba Bora in Tanzania. We need all those teams. We need Power Dynamos in Zambia. We need Enyimba, Nigeria, all those teams. We need the traditional teams to continue to do well. We know there are now teams which are being begged by the rich boys, by the money people who are doing well in certain leagues. But we need the traditional teams who have got a big backing from the fans, the owners of the game, like what Charles Mabika says. Then we're still in Zimbabwe. ZIFA have suspended, which is Zimbabwe International, the Football Association. They've suspended three referees for bad officiating. We've got Lawrence Zimondi, Nelson Mackey. They've been suspended for 4 weeks. Then Teacher Onambire, he has been suspended for 6 weeks. Imagine 6 weeks, which is a month and 2 weeks, because of bad officiating. I don't know, guys. Is the suspension harsh or is it warranted? Because there's a lot at stake in these games. We've seen also Zimbabwe have announced that they're going to be having friendly matches which they're going to be playing in Morocco. I can say every video, it seems like I'm biased because I'm a Zimbabwean, although I stay in South Africa. It seems like I'm a biased person when I say Zimbabwe football is cooking. The ZIFA leadership, they're onto something. When last did you see Zimbabwe playing a friendly match? If you know the date, drop a comment. Guys, if you enjoyed what I'm saying, even if you didn't enjoy what I'm saying, please just subscribe so that you can criticize me more or you can enjoy my content. Comment about everything. And also, if you are a person who likes stress, who like European football, I also have got a channel about Manchester United, which is called United Uncle. Can you please go there also and subscribe, where we talk about Manchester United? Please, this is your United Uncle. This is your uncle of football courage. I thank you.